Hey, Wambong World Entertainment, and we have a new trailer to check out. Apparently, this is the second trailer, which is news to me because I never saw the first trailer. In fact, I never heard of this movie until now. It's a bit of a strange one. So it's called Mercy, and it stars Chris Pratt, who has 90 minutes to prove his innocence to Rebecca Ferguson's AI judge. Yeah, so you hear the premise and you're kind of like, what? So it's saying Amazon MGM Studios has released a new trailer and poster for Mercy, an upcoming sci-fi thriller starring Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson that has been scheduled for a theatrical debut on January 23rd, 2026. Now, that's interesting as well that it's getting a theatrical release because it's Amazon. But let's take a look at this trailer because it's a bit weird, to be honest with you, but interesting. So here it is anyway.
I got this. We're 1196 on that possible hit and run SUV. Officer down! Stay with me, Ray!
LAPD, stay where you are!
We got a runner! Go, 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 go! My name is Detective Christopher Raven. We live in a world where murderers walk free, in a justice system bogged down by red tape and human error. That all ends with Mercy, a judicial system powered by artificial intelligence with access to every camera, cell phone, and database. If you commit a capital crime, you have 90 minutes to prove your innocence to an AI judge, or you will be executed.
Detective Raven, I'm Judge Maddox, and this is the Mercy Capital Court.
Hold on, just wait a second.
You're before this court today charged with the murder of your wife.
I loved my wife. I didn't hurt her.
If you are innocent, prove it.
I need us to walk the scene. No, I have something here. We gotta go old school. That's a bomb. Get me out of here!
You're running out of time.
Wow, thank you for that. Bring that back. Pause. Play it again. Can you find out who that is?
Do you want to uncover the truth? Even if the truth is dark.
Do you honestly think that I killed my wife?
I think there's more that you're not revealing.
Alright, so there's the trailer, and again, this apparently is the second trailer. Again, never saw the first trailer, didn't even know about this movie, but what it's about anyway, it says, Pratt plays a detective named Chris Raven, who is accused of murdering his wife, and only has 90 minutes to present his defense and prove his innocence to an AI judge played by Ferguson. If he fails to do so, he will be executed immediately. So that's the premise, basically. So as the trial progresses, it becomes apparent that Judge Maddox's technology that Raven had a hand in creating may not be as impartial as she first seems. So I'm sure Maddox stands for something, but God knows what it is. So Pratt said this during the movie's recent New York Comic-Con panel. So they've been talking about this for a while, and yet this is still the first time I've heard or seen this thing. So he said anyway, this was a departure for me. He is a homicide detective in the near future and a guy who has seen a lot, been through a lot. He's part of this special new Mercy program that they've designed, essentially using AI to modify their core system to be more efficient and to face the rise in capital crime in this version of Los Angeles. They just want to get these murderers off the street and send a message. So that's what he said, whereas the director, whose name I'm not even going to attempt because, yeah, it's one of those by a valve bloke. But he said this: there is something new for Chris Pratt in this movie. It's his next iteration. He plays a dark and very vulnerable character in a very dramatic story. Chris is famous for his action movies, but playing a dramatic role, and he's literally in an electric chair for 90 minutes. Kelly is playing his partner, helping him, we think, and Rebecca is an AI judge. She's smart, and we will discover her heart. Who the hell Kelly is, don't know, but that's what he said. Now, he says this as well. This is still this director. This, I think, could cause an issue with unions in the film industry for what he did to film certain things in this movie. Wait to hear this. We used robo-dogs for the first time in the history of filmmaking. Cameramen were robo-dogs because I used the footage of the robo-dogs going through the extras in a crowd through the scene and filming it. How I directed the robo-dogs was that I just told them what I wanted. I said, go over there and film these guys, and it happened. That could be quite problematic. The fact that, oh, so you refuse to use cameramen for certain scenes and you put them on these robo-dogs. Which, the footage of that must look weird. That must be very janky and jumpy up and down and stuff like that, because those things don't exactly walk straight if you've ever seen them. So, yeah, I wonder if a union will kind of question that, coming in saying, like, hang on now, like, you're meant to be using people for these type of things and you used a robot? Are you kidding me? Now, obviously somebody has to program the robot dog. Pretty sure you still have to control them, but either way, it's a weird thing to do, quite frankly. I don't really see the scenes that was possibly used in this trailer. It's a weird trailer. It's a weird looking movie. It really is. Like, I'm questioning, like, when you see Rebecca Ferguson in it, it's kind of like, did they actually use her? They just kind of put an AI filter over her? Or did they actually build her as AI and obviously have her voice it and stuff? But, you know, actually, I hope they didn't do that. That would be quite concerning if they did that. It's very clean looking, I think, is the best way to describe how it looks. Like, you know what I mean? The whole movie almost looks AI. It's a bit weird. I really don't understand the idea behind this movie. It's strange. It's almost like a Minority Report, but done through AI. Minority Report's a good movie, but if you remember that, of course, you get arrested and pretty much put in prison before you commit the crime, because what were they called? They're like oracles or something that pretty much saw the future, and I think it was like they could see 2 days before you commit the crime and they'd arrest you. This seems to be that, although you're getting accused of the crime and you've the 90 minutes to prove your innocence, which, okay. It's a weird take, especially seeing as it's like he's a cop, so he obviously has the know-how of, okay, you know, we need to look at this, so you need to go back and check that and blah blah blah. Whereas when you see other people that would be given the 90 minutes to prove their innocence, like, how could they do that? You know, would they have that skill set? It's a weird movie. It's an interesting looking movie. Will it be, you know, a bit of a moneymaker at the big screen? Probably not. And it'll probably have a limited release, I would assume, so it's not like it's gonna have wide releases, I wouldn't assume. But what do you guys think? Did you know about this movie? Did you ever see the first trailer? Because again, this apparently is the second trailer. What are your thoughts on what the hell do you think about the idea of the director using robo-dogs as cameramen for certain scenes? Let me know what your whole take is on all of this. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like, share, subscribe, check out the hype button and the memberships and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.